Hi, I'm Bob with Wolfe Ridge. Today we are going to show you how to connect the IC-16 to a Wolfe Ridge splitter. And in fact, this is a diesel box wedge splitter behind me. We are going to show the optional flat face connector kit that we sell with the IC as an option, and go through the motions, hook up to this machine, do a little test running, and show you how it all works. So we've got that red IC-16 with the wheel kit on it, and Nick is back here helping me get this thing connected. So I'll kind of be doing a walkthrough as he's working on installing the fittings. But basically the IC-16 comes with a motor on it that has a hydraulic flow control, and then you have two hoses that come off of it. And these two hoses look just like this. They don't come with quick couplers, they just are capped off, because the idea is that you will disconnect your log lift cylinder and hook these hoses up where the log lift cylinder used to be getting hooked up. But in the case today, we are going to show you how to hook that up with quick couplers so that you can go back and forth easily between the IC-16 and your log lift. So here's a look at the set of couplers that you get if you order the optional flat face quick connector setup. You have these two 45-degree angle ones here. Now these will go on any of our compact frame machines, our HOs or our SHOs that have the Prince valve on them. We are working with a 38-gallon-minute Galtech valve on this diesel box wedge machine here, so we will not be using those, but we will be using the other 6 fittings that are here. So you can see there are 2 female fittings here, 2 male fittings here, a male and a female here, and you can see that the bottoms of all of these are set up as they need to be. So what Nick's going to do here is first he's going to take the caps off of these. Now you may spill a little bit of fluid out of there because we do test run these before they leave the factory, but he's going to use a wrench to hold the fitting tight, and then he's going to take out that cap that he's got in there. So he's threading on one of the female connectors right now. And he's doing this very good by himself. But you'll have one wrench on the swivel fitting and then one wrench on the double nipple fitting there. Snug that up. So right now Nick is going to disconnect the 2 log lift hoses that go into the valve here. And these are easy to identify because if you travel down the hoses, you will find that that connects to the log lift. So he's disconnecting it up here. You can do it down at the log lift too, but there's reducers down there and you have to be very careful paying attention to where those go. So it's easier to do it up here at the top where he is. And you can see that these fittings have angles on them. You can spin these around and swivel them if you want to have the hoses go out a different way, but then you'll have to reroute your log lift hoses. So there's some flexibility. He's putting the first fitting on the log lift cylinder hose. So these are the hoses that go down to the cylinder. And Nick was moving so fast that I missed him putting this female on right here. So now you've got the male here that goes down to the cylinder. We've got the female here that is on the valve. And he just broke loose the other one here. And he is putting a female connector on there. So you can see the log lift cylinder hoses have a male and a female on there. We'll let him tighten this female one up. And we're not going to use the log lifter right now, so we're going to set these hoses aside. And now he's threading on the male that's going onto the valve here. And you can see you got just enough room here to slide the female hose in from the IC and the male hose in here. Something I could have covered at the beginning of the video, but I will cover right now, is wrenches that you will need. Most convenient would be to have 2 of the 7/8 open-end wrenches and 1 11/16 wrench and one last one, a 7/16 wrench. So basically you're going to need these 4 wrenches, and I think you did this about 5 minutes. Yeah. 5 minutes of time. Now we will hook up the IC-16 to the splitter. And since we're back here by a compact commercial that has the Prince valve on it, these 45-degree pieces that I showed you in the beginning of this video, those will go in right here so that you have room for those bigger connectors to angle upwards, and they'll go right over the top of this. Now you can put this together backwards, but it's really just a matter of opinion, depending on which direction you want the IC to rotate by which way you're pulling the lever on the log lift. And if it is backwards to your liking, then all you have to do is swap these 2 fittings around. These are flat face quick connectors, just like on a skid steer. So they push and seat. We are connected to the IC-16. We're ready to start this up. Wait for the glow plug light. Good to go. Now, I'm going to run this at a little bit more throttle because I don't want to stall it. And for my liking, I'd like to be able to pull that log lift lever towards me and have the chains come towards me. So we'll see where we're at here. I'm going to pull that lever towards me. That looks good. And if I push the lever back, I'll push the chains backwards. So you can change. I'll go wide open with the stimulus now. So I'm feathering this. Put that back to an idle. So if you saw when I was running that, you could hear when I went full stick, I started to hit the second stage. And Nick was telling me just now, the flow control here, you've got a pretty wide range of adjustment. We have it set on 7 right now on this one. You can fine tune this, but basically if you dog this way down to slow your chains way down, you might end up dogging the engine down quite a bit. So get it somewhere in a comfortable spot. We have found usually between 4 and 7. That seems to be a good range in any of the splitters that we've been working with this machine. The other option that we have on this is the slide-on staging table, which will slide right over these bolts, and you can still leave the log lift on the machine. And this is really nice because the chains basically will drop the log right onto this table. So you've got just a little bit of a reach to grab here. You can use a small pickaroon if you wanted to, but it really kind of cleans up the gap in between the IC-16 and the splitter. And this will fit the majority of our horizontal splitters. We are going to include longer bolts with it now as well. So if you've got an older machine where these bolts don't have that shoulder to hang this on, you'll get new bolts in order to hang that on there. So there you have it. I hope that helps answer some connectivity questions, especially with that optional flat face quick connector set that we have available as an option with the IC-16. We are gearing up now for the Midwest Firewood Frenzy that's happening Saturday, April 18th, right here at the Wolfe Ridge factory in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. I will put a link for that event down in the description of this video. We do have a few machines available for pickup at that show that are not yet spoken for. If you are interested in one of those, make sure you call Ben or David in the sales department as soon as possible. If you'd like more information, including pricing, tech specs, photos, videos, dealer locator, and that event schedule, please check out our website, www.wolferidgemfg.com. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for the support. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's next at Wolfe Ridge.